And I think that's kind of like where we're going with the questions, is that, there is a little bit of effort that needs to be made at the beginning to understand how each read is held together. And that's the concept with our stories in, when we go to emergency, or when we go to the doctor. Like there's a story in every single read, and we have them tied to us for a reason.
The part about when you're feeling bad, that's the time when you need to be near these, when you need to touch these and be in your hand. And the worst time of your, whether it's your mental health or physical health, and you need the Quilston, that's the time you need to be there. Not when you're chipper and happy, It's good to be chipper and happy, but we get sad, we get heartbroken, we get hurt, and all the things of our traditional culture, they're there for that, to help you. When you're feeling the worst, that's the time that you need to be there.
My mental capacity, right there. Patience right now. So.
Do you want to talk about that? Or are you done?
I'm done. I'm done. Cut.
Like, to get really deep here. But, like, Mom got frustrated, right? And, like, chucked these. And so think about that in a healthcare setting when she's a recipient of care. Think about what we're just saying, you don't have language, and they keep asking you these bloody questions, and you're like, I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. I don't know what you're asking of me. But then the other part as a healthcare provider is, how do you respond to that? And a part of that is knowing your why, and the why can start with, why did you choose a helping profession? Go back to that, because then that gets you out of your mind and into your heart. Because having worked with healthcare providers, and we know there are Indigenous peoples who are healthcare providers too, but working with healthcare providers, when I asked them that question, it all came from their heart. Either generationally, their family has been in the healthcare profession, or they had a horrific experience and a really good nurse or some sort of a healthcare provider, and then they wanted it, or they had a horrific experience because they had a horrific nurse or doctor, and they wanted to be a part of that change. So going back to that heart piece, and you've said this before too, if I think about healthcare providers, if they start doing this, which is their attitudes and behaviors and prejudices coming out, and they're not happy at their job, maybe they need to rethink their job choice then. Nothing's wrong with stopping, because if you're causing more harm than help, then think about that and really assess that. But thinking about how I came over, and Mom was done doing hers, but think of her as a recipient of care who is frustrated with this process. I came over, sat down and asked her to help me, and she helped me finish this. So there's more than one way to approach something, and not every prescription or prescribed act is going to be the right fit for somebody.